Ron is from Inglewood, California, or was born in Inglewood, California, and he resides in Mission Viejo. His special achievement is his kids. His hobbies are art, music, cooking, writing, and sports. Ron has a wife named Julie and 3 children, 15, 13, and 10. And Ron is here today to improve his speaking sessions. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters. My name is Ron James, and I'm here to let you know that I am not a perfectionist. However, I do strive to be one with every bit of my soul. Every endeavor I take on, every project I decide I'm going to put my name to, I demand perfection. And I don't give myself any slack for having been the first time. I don't give myself a chance to say, gee, you've never done this before, or maybe you don't know exactly how to do these things. That is beside the point. I still demand perfection. If I don't know it, I can learn it. If I'm not sure about it, nervous, right? Try this again. I do everything that I can for a reason, but it hasn't always been that way. In fact, when I was in high school, back up. It's a lot harder than I thought. When I was in high school, I decided to join cross country. I didn't know why. I just knew it was a sport. I didn't even know anything about it. And my friends and I decided to join. Turns out it's running. That's all it is. I've run all my life. I have sports from the day I was born. Very passionate about sports, soccer. But running was different. There's no ball involved in this one. And it's not even running around a track. It's running over land. And when that was first told me, I thought, it just didn't quite click with my head. So we started training in the summer, about 3 months before school started. And it was a torrid summer at that. But I decided, I was there for my friends. I was there to have a good time. So we ran, and we tried. We didn't try too hard. We were having too much fun laughing and joking as we jogged around from place to place. We started off with a 3-mile run, very first day. Welcome to camp, 3 miles. That's rough. At the end, we were running 12 miles a day. And the races are actually 3 miles, so I thought that was a little bit odd. Still, not clicking in my head. Through the summer, I had a good time, pretty much. I enjoyed the time with my friends, and I enjoyed the fact that I was able to get out on horse trails, up the foothills, see parts of the county that I'd never seen before, or would not have been able to see without it. So I really did get an appreciation for that. But then it came to our first race. Our school had a lot of runners, and on the frosh soft team especially, we had a huge amount of runners. We had 2 runners too many, in fact. So the coach turned around and looked at the team and said, we need 2 people that have to run that don't count, unofficial. And I was like, yo, I'm right here. I was always the last guy to come in practice. Why not? Me and my friend. We were written off as pretty pathetic, and I agreed. I earned it. Then the first race came up, and the coach told us, well, this is how you handle, I won't bore you with the details, but this is how you run a cross-country race. Oh, okay, well, I get it now. Otherwise, it's not a sprint, there's a whole theory to it. So I did that. I took his word, and I started running. And I did what he said. I looked at the guy in front of me, and I said, I can catch him. And I caught him. Looked at the next guy, and I caught him. After a bit of running, we came down to the finishing chute. And I walked in, I crossed the finish line, and there's usually cheerleaders there at the end, handed me a trophy. And I was looking at him, started laughing. So what are you doing with this? No, I can't have that. No. walking down the finishing chute, trying to force it back on her. She wouldn't take it. And I said, no, you don't get it. I suck at this. I can't win. I don't even count. Take it. She wouldn't take it. Well, I walked around and I looked at it, and I saw that I took 6th place. Wow, I don't know, 85 people.
No.
I don't get it. Well, later on, I realized that I have a natural talent for this. So after that, I still didn't really try in training, but in the races, I continued to win. And it brought me no sense of accomplishment. I had no competition. So I strived to beat my own time, and I did that. And then, big deal, no real accomplishment. And then I got down to the final race, and I decided I'm gonna try. I didn't train any harder than I did before, but I went out and I ran the race as hard as I could. At the end of that race, I finally had some sense of pride. It's not because I won, took 1st place out of about 135 people. It's not because at the end of that race I shattered my own personal best. It was not because at the end of that race that won me a spot on the varsity team for CIS. It's because when I finished that race, I got through the finishing chute by staggering to the left and to the right because I had almost no energy left. I gave it everything I had. That gave me a sense of pride. After that, the awards banquet, I was introduced as a kid with more natural ability than they've ever seen. But they also said God knows what he could do if he really tried. Kind of sad, but it was true. So ever since then, I decided everything that I do, I'm going to try the best that I can. Therefore, I stand here before you to show you that I can teach Tony Robbins a thing or two about public speaking. That's my goal. But the bottom line is, I did the best I could this morning with what I've got, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.